Have you ever found yourself thinking about getting remarried in your 60s or 70s? Maybe you've been single for a while, or you've gone through a divorce. Perhaps you lost a beloved spouse and are now considering opening your heart again. Whatever your situation, the idea of finding love again later in life is both exciting and a little scary. Remarrying after 60 is not the same as it was when you were in your 20s or 30s. Life has changed, you've grown, and so have your priorities. While companionship and emotional connection are still important, there are now other factors, like finances, family, legal matters, and lifestyle habits that must also be considered. Too often, people jump into remarriage later in life without thinking through all the ways it could impact their future. They assume love will be enough. But the truth is, remarriage after 60 comes with a unique set of challenges that many people overlook until it's too late. Let's explore 5 important truths you should know before deciding to remarry. These truths are not meant to scare you, but to empower you. The more you understand, the more prepared you'll be to make the best decision for your future. Truth number 1. Your financial situation will likely change. Many people don't realize just how much remarriage can affect their finances. After 60, money is often more carefully managed. You might be living on a fixed income, receiving a pension, or collecting Social Security benefits. Adding a new marriage into the mix can bring unexpected financial changes. For instance, if you are receiving Social Security based on a deceased spouse's work history, those benefits may end once you remarry. If you are counting on that monthly income, this change could be a big deal. Pension plans can also be affected. Some pensions only provide survivor benefits to the current spouse. If you remarry, your previous spouse's pension benefits might stop, and your new spouse might not be entitled to anything unless you change the paperwork. Estate planning becomes even more important when you remarry. You might have planned to leave your house or savings to your children or grandchildren. But after remarriage, your new spouse could automatically inherit part of your estate, whether you intended that or not. Take Robert, for example. He was 72 when he fell in love again after being widowed. He thought remarrying was a natural next step. But what he didn't realize was that without updating his will and financial documents, his new wife had a legal right to part of his assets he had originally planned to leave to his children. This led to unexpected stress and difficult conversations with his family. If you're thinking about remarrying, talk to a financial advisor. Consider updating your will or creating a prenuptial agreement. These steps may not feel romantic, but they're necessary to protect your future and the future of those you love. Truth number 2. Family reactions can be mixed. Love may bring 2 people together, but marriage often brings 2 families together as well, and that can get complicated. Remarrying after 60 usually means that both partners have children, grandchildren, or even great-grandchildren. You may have long-standing family traditions, close bonds with your children, or even shared memories with your late spouse that are deeply meaningful. When you introduce a new partner into your life, your family members may not know how to respond. Some may be supportive and happy for you. Others may feel uneasy, confused, or even hurt. They might worry about losing a sense of family tradition, changes in inheritance, whether the new partner will replace a lost parent or grandparent, how your lifestyle or living arrangements might change. Susan, age 68, remarried after being single for over 10 years. She assumed her children would be happy that she found someone to share her life with. But to her surprise, they were cautious and even distant. Her daughter worried about inheritance. Her son felt like she was trying to replace his father. Over time, Susan had open conversations with them. She explained her reasons for marrying and made sure they knew they were still loved and valued. The tension eventually eased, but it took time and care. If you're planning to remarry, take time to speak with your family. Let them ask questions. Be honest about your intentions. Reassure them that your new relationship doesn't change how much you love and value them. These conversations may be uncomfortable at first, but they help prevent misunderstandings and long-term resentment. Truth number 3. Your emotional needs are different. Now at this stage in life, your emotional needs are not the same as they were when you were younger. When you married the first time, you were likely focused on building a life, starting a family, growing careers, buying a house. But now, after 60, most people are looking for something different: companionship, emotional support, and shared experiences. You might value your independence more. You might already have a comfortable home, hobbies you enjoy, and a routine that suits your lifestyle. A new relationship may be about enjoying life together, not starting from scratch. That's why it's important to think about how much closeness or space you want in your new marriage. Do you want to live together full-time? Do you want to keep separate homes? How do you feel about blending daily routines? Harold, 75, remarried after being widowed. His new wife, also in her 70s, had been single for years and enjoyed her independence. At first, they clashed. He wanted to spend every day together, while she preferred having her own space. Over time, they found a rhythm, living in separate homes but seeing each other often. Their arrangement worked for them, even though it looked different from a traditional marriage. Ask yourself, what kind of relationship fits your life now? Are you ready to share your space? How do you feel about compromise and change? Being honest with yourself and your partner can help you avoid unmet expectations and build a stronger relationship. Truth number 4. Legal planning is crucial. Marriage is a legal contract, and when you remarry after 60, there are several legal matters that become especially important. Here are some things to consider. Wills and inheritance. Your new spouse may automatically have rights to part of your estate, even if you wanted everything to go to your children. Medical decisions. In many states, your spouse is the one who will make medical decisions if you become ill. This could create tension if your children have different opinions about your care. Property and debt. If you buy a home together or share financial responsibilities, you may become responsible for each other's debts. Prenuptial agreements are one way to protect both you and your partner. Some people feel uncomfortable bringing it up, thinking it's unromantic. But the truth is, a prenup can prevent future misunderstandings and help keep family peace. Eleanor, 67, had built a comfortable life after her first marriage. When she fell in love again, she was excited to remarry, but also wanted to make sure her children's inheritance was protected. She and her partner agreed to a prenup that clearly outlined their financial responsibilities and rights. This gave both of them confidence and helped their families feel more at ease. Before you marry again, talk to a lawyer who specializes in estate planning or family law. It's better to make clear plans now than face legal confusion later. Truth number 5. Happiness looks different than it used to. As we age, our idea of happiness often changes. When you were younger, happiness might have meant building a life with someone, starting a family, buying a home, creating a future. Now, happiness might mean enjoying what you've already built, living with peace, and sharing meaningful moments with someone who understands and supports you. Before you remarry, ask yourself, what does happiness mean to me now? For some people, it's about sharing daily routines, cooking meals together, watching TV, going for walks. For others, it's about having someone to travel with, go to events with, or simply talk to at the end of the day. And for some, it's about maintaining independence while knowing there's someone to turn to in times of need. One common mistake people make is thinking that getting remarried will fix feelings of loneliness. While companionship can certainly help, it's important to remember that true happiness comes from within. If you're not happy on your own, marriage may not change that. Also, think about lifestyle compatibility. At this point in your life, you've likely developed routines you enjoy. You may have preferences about how you spend your mornings, your social life, or how often you travel. If your new partner's habits are very different, this could cause stress rather than joy. Take time to reflect. Will this person bring peace into your life? Or will you feel like you're giving up the comfort and freedom you've worked so hard for? In conclusion, remarrying after 60 can be a wonderful and fulfilling decision, but it's not one to take lightly. Love is important, but so are practical matters like finances, family dynamics, emotional readiness, legal protections, and lifestyle compatibility. By understanding these 5 truths, you can enter a new marriage with clarity, confidence, and peace of mind. Whether you decide to remarry or not, the most important thing is that your choice supports your happiness and well-being. Take your time, have the tough conversations, protect your future, and honor your past. Because at this stage in life, you deserve a relationship that brings comfort, joy, and respect. Would you like this formatted as a printable PDF or turned into a voiceover script with pauses and scene suggestions?